Hey, this is Mrs. Gervasio here with Monday's homework. Okay, be sure to watch and re-watch the tutorial, pause for the practice problems, and of course come back and check and see how you did. Complete the homework at the end of the tutorial, and of course show all of your work. Hey, this is Mrs. Gervasio here with another tutorial. Today we are going to be talking about converting within the metric system. Yay! It's super easy, but you have to make sure that you are actually going step by step. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This is a little reminder to remind you about all of the different denominations of the metric system. We have the kilo, which means 1,000. Hecto, which means 100. Deca, which means 10. And then we have our base, which is meter, liter, and gram. Meter meaning length, liter meaning capacity, and gram meaning weight. Deci means one tenth of a whole. So remember, it's not a whole, it's 1/10. It's like a piece was broken into 10 pieces, and then you had one of those, 1/10. Centi means one 1/100th of a piece, and milli means 1/1000th of a piece. Okay? Okay, the first step to converting within the metric system is writing down the KHDAB, which stands for meters, liters, and grams, and DCM. To remember the order, because if you're anything like me, there's no way I would be able to remember the order of which one is larger and which one is the smallest. So I came up a little saying, and the kids really seem to grab onto it. It's Kernersville has dangerous ballet dancers carrying monkeys. Yeah, I know, it's so silly. Well, the B, don't forget, when you say ballet dancer or ballet, you're not thinking about the B, you're thinking the meters, liters, and grams. Okay? Then, after you write down all of those letters, not the words, you actually need to think about what each of those letters mean. Remember, the K is a large, it stands for kilo, which is 1,000. The H stands for hecto, which stands for 100. DA stands for deca, which is 10. And B, remember, oh my goodness, this is so important because so many times children forget about this. The B doesn't stand for B. It stands for meter, liters, and grams. Okay? The D, the single D, stands for deci, which is 1/10 of a whole. The C stands for centi, which is 1/100th of a whole. And the M stands for milli, which is 1/1000th of a whole. Let's go ahead and try a problem together. We have 500 grams equal however many milligrams. The first thing you need to do is think, what do I need to write down? It's the Kernersville has dangerous ballet dancers carrying monkeys. So we're looking at 500 grams. So we circle the G to remind us that it's grams. We're talking about weight, and we write 500 above it. And then we're looking for the mg, milligrams. We're not looking for meter grams. That doesn't make any sense. Those are two separate systems, units of measure. So we're looking for milligrams. So I'm looking, and look, there's my M, there's my milli, and I put a G beside it to remind myself that we're dealing with grams, milligrams, and then we go ahead and we start doing bubbles. Now, I'm going to stop you here and remind you that when you do bubbles to the right, you are adding zeros. But if you are doing bubbles to the left, you are actually subtracting zeros. Okay? Let's start bubbling. So we are going from grams to milligrams. We're going to the right. 1, 2, 3 bubbles. We're going to the right, so we're adding a 0, add another 0, and add that third 0. Then we copy it over, and we just say 5, 0, 0, 0, 0. There you go. And we copy it again to make sure it's all somewhat nice and neat. And our answer is 500 grams equals 500,000 milligrams. See how easy that is? Just have to remember to follow those steps. Alright, let's go ahead and do another practice conversion of metric system. So we have 300 millimeters equals centimeters. However many centimeters. The first thing you need to do is do what? Hopefully you said, write the acronym. Kernersville has, oopsies, dangerous ballet dancers carrying monkeys. Wouldn't that be hilarious if one day we saw somebody in a tutu walking down Main Street carrying a monkey? That would be insane. Okay, so remember, when you look at the B, we're not thinking B, we are thinking meters, liters, and grams. Alright, so 300 millimeters. We're dealing with meters this time. So what here would make it millimeters? The M down here, that's right. So that's milli, and now we need to make her meters. So circle that. And what do we need to put above it? The 300. Hopefully that's what you said. Now we're looking for centimeters. Well, everything is going to be meters. So where is the centi? There it is. So go ahead and make that into centimeters now. And circle that. And we are going to have a very short jump because it goes from millimeter to centimeter. But we are going to the left, and we go to the left, that means that we are actually taking away zeros. Okay? So we actually need to cross off that 0, and our answer would be that. So we have 300 millimeters equals 30 centimeters. So simple, so easy, you just have to follow the steps. Alright, let's go ahead and do another practice one. We have 6 kiloliters equal however many milliliters. I want you to pause me and then work it out yourself and then come back. Alright, so I hope you've already paused and you've come back. The first thing you should have remembered is Kernersville has dangerous ballet dancers carrying monkeys. Now, oh my goodness, you need to remember again, the B does not stand for B, it stands for meters, liters, and grams. Hopefully you remembered that. Okay, now we are looking for kiloliters. Okay, so everything is going to be liters. So which letter here would make it kiloliters? That would be the K. There you go, circle it, and what do we put above it? The 6. Now we are looking for milliliters, which everything is liters, which would make it milliliters. The M over here, not to this guy, he stands for meters. We're looking for milliliters. So we circle that. Now we're going to start doing our bubbles. We are going to the right, so do we add or subtract zeros? That's right, we add zeros. So let's start doing bubbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at all that. So we're adding 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. Let's copy it down so it's a little bit neater. And that would give us 6 million. So 6 kiloliters equals 6 million milliliters. So it takes 6 million milliliters just to fill up 6 kiloliters. Okay? So, again, keep using those strategies. Keep going step by step by step. And we'll see you in our next tutorial. Thanks! Okay, and we're going to have a quick little tutorial about converting within the customary system, with the T in the word customary reminding us that we need to actually create a T-chart. And our first practice problem is 22 cups equals how many pints? Now, if you remember how to do this with no problem, I want you to go ahead and pause me and come on back and check your work. Otherwise, keep paying attention. And we create our T-chart with cups and pints, and we say how many cups are in 1 pint. Now, if you don't remember, don't forget to write your big G. So you can see that we have 2 cups are in 1 pint. And you keep doing that over and over until you get to 22 cups, and then you count up the pints, and that would be 11 pints. So our answer is 22 cups equals 11 pints. Now, of course, you could have multiplied to get your answer. There are many other ways to get your answer. This is just one of the strategies. Let's do another practice problem. We have 4 quarts and 1 gallon, and we need to figure out greater than, less than, or equal to. So again, we are doing customary measures, so we do our T-chart with quarts and gallons on each side. And you need to figure out how many quarts are in 1 gallon, so you can go ahead and write your big G if you're not sure. And at this point, you need to pause me, figure it out, and then come on back and check your answer. And hopefully you realize that that was a pretty simple problem, and that 4 quarts is actually equivalent to 1 gallon. Good job. Okay, and here is the part of the homework that you need to actually bring into class tomorrow. Oh, that's okay. It's not very many problems at all. So you have to figure out the greater than, less than, or equal to these 2 problems. 3 gallons and 24 cups, greater than, less than, equal to. And then the next problem is 16 cups and 3 quarts. Again, greater than, less than, or equal to. You have 3 more problems for tonight's homework. You need to circle or write down the best estimate. Would the raindrops be 5 milliliters or 5 liters? Would a swimming pool, be 80,000 milliliters or 80,000 liters? And then a glass of juice or milk, would that be 400 milliliters or 400 liters? And there you have it. There was your homework for tonight. Any problems, make sure to talk to me tomorrow. All right? That's it. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.